attaining accuracy with a firearm, some basic things that's really important that we learn and do. Okay, the most important thing in accuracy is sight. This is what stab, S-T-A-B. Same thing we think about doing with a knife. It stands for the four most important elements in obtaining accuracy with a rifle, a handgun, to a certain degree with a shotgun. They're in order of importance. This is for sight. If our sights are not aligned on the target when we squeeze the trigger, we're not going to hit that target,
right,
etc. And there's some basic sight alignment stuff I go through for classes.
Okay.
Okay, T is for trigger. We can have the best sight alignment in the world, but when we fire the weapon by jerking the trigger, it will jerk those sights out of alignment. It only takes a very small jerk or anticipation of that trigger to throw the sights out of alignment. Okay, sights and trigger, that's hand-eye coordination. It's like playing baseball and stand at the plate. The eyes watch the target, the ball that comes through, and the hand moves the bat into contact. Shooting, our eyes align the sights and the target. The hand, in the form of the trigger finger only, depresses the trigger without any movement until it fires. Okay, hand-eye coordination. A is for anticipation. Anticipation, there's some positive anticipation, but the negative anticipation is the big destroyer of this hand-eye coordination, etc. A lot of times teaching beginning classes, people haven't shot or shot very little, and we do a good job, and they do some dry firing maybe, and they start out, and maybe their shots are staying pretty good in the target. Not too bad, and then a lot of times, more and more of them will start going low, and maybe we'll land the other. You say, gee, what happened? They practice make perfect. The more I practice, the worse I'm getting. Okay, it's anticipation. Okay, what happens? Okay, the subconscious. Subconsciously, you say, align the sights, hold the breath, squeeze the trigger. But the subconscious saying, uh-oh, I'm feeling pressure in the trigger. This thing is going to go bang. It's going to recoil back in my hand. I feel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 pounds. Get ready. Anticipate.
And then
the subconscious does not communicate with the conscious. So then people know what they're doing. Sometimes I'll take okay, here, let me load your weapon. May or may not fire. Watch what happens. It goes quick and see what that? Okay, try it again. Okay, maybe not shoot. Quick, okay, that was better. Try it again. Quick, that was good. Okay, try it again. Bang! That bang usually good because we're not anticipating. The subconscious is not saying, here it comes, grab it, push it, etc., etc. And I talk about ways of dealing with anticipation and so on, and why it affects most all shooters. Because a lot of the weapon, the more it recoils, the more that subconscious.
Right, you're bracing yourself for the impact rather than concentrating on the target.
And the conscious, you know, where a lot of people not even aware of that because, you know, no, I'm not. Okay, you're again. Well, yeah, I did. Because the recoil covers up that anticipation if it fires. So hold on. B is for breathing. We don't want to be breathing when we're shooting. It's how you hold the weapon and so on. The whole body is a shooting platform if you're on your feet, etc. And depending on the shooting position and so on, and what are the best positions, etc., etc. We're not going to be laying our sights here and have the trouble there. We're naturally going to be on the target. We focus more on it. Happens, okay, we got the sights right here, the target's out there. If our focus is primarily on the sights, the target's not going to be as clear. If we focus primarily on the sights, or on the target, the sight's not going to be clear. The sights are more important than the target. Because a little bit, we're not going to, you know, have a target here and be aiming over there. We're naturally going to be on the target somewhat. But if our sights are a little bit misaligned from here to here, by the time it gets over there, they're way out. And as I explained in my intrinsic class, that's why even examples of law enforcement, very skilled shooters become very poor shooters a lot of times. Okay, this was a bolt action rifle. Bolt action because developed by Paul Mauser, he copied a door latch. Okay, kind of looks like a bolt on a door latch, okay. Yeah. And we called it bolt action because originally he copied a door latch, a door bolt. Okay. This is a single shot target rifle and shoots made in Germany. Okay. So no magazine, we load each cartridge individually.
Okay.
That does have some stronger, more rigid action, accuracy-wise, etc. Okay. And you can't fire until once the gun's loaded, and bolt is down. Then we have a light trigger pull. This is a two-stage. You can take it up to there, and it won't fire, and then a little more pressure, and it will fire. Lighter trigger, the more it is controllable. The thing is, you're pulling hard, and the trigger makes it harder to keep that sight alignment and everything while you pull on the trigger. And look here, and you see a real fine crosshair, and it's got a little small dot in the middle of it. And okay, there's no recoil to this. Okay. You line up and hit it with this particular wrist, which has what they call a joystick, like some aircraft or whatever, etc. And I line pretty close, and what you do, to bring that sight down, you pull down, up, back and forth. And do, okay. Real light cheek pressure here. If you push hard on it, there's some bad things there. Well, with your cheeks, basically. Here, some people recoil where you not even touch the rifle except your finger, but we'll have you just go ahead and a light hold here. There's no recoil. So, main thing in shooting is what's called bench shooting, when shooting from a bench. That's the most accurate way to shoot a rifle. There's an old saying in shooting that bench is a test of equipment, offhand standing is a test of the shooter. And there's somewhat truth to that. It's a lot tougher this way, but there's a lot of technique here, etc. too. It doesn't, guns don't shoot themselves. So when you get that dot on there, you want to have you dry fire a couple times, it won't hurt it. Just dry fire means it's not going to fire. It's a dead chill. It's on there, then you kind of lined up, take a breath, let it out, and then as it comes into alignment, okay, tip of the finger right here. If we're trying to thing, it's more leverage and it takes us out of alignment, so usually a rifle just a tip. So, kind of line it up, take a breath, and let all or some out, and then gently squeeze the trigger so it goes quick. Gentle squeeze. Okay, that first shot, I guess the last guy, you must have cleaned the board. Sometimes, especially with 22, it takes a few shots before it really stable. A clean bore, a lot of times the first round we may not go the same. Okay. The same. I think that's really what we have here. Well, actually are, this especially with low wind conditions, it's not going to put them all exactly in the same hole. Especially with as much wind as we got. We're protected here, but see the wind there? Yeah, yeah. Okay, there's enough wind out there as it varies to probably vary the pack of bullets. Maybe up to half an inch. And then keep in mind, not every 10-22, most sporting guns and ammo will not shoot this good. This is
the weapon varies, the ammo varies, there's environmental factors that all come into play.
Right. This is German built and shoots specifically built for accuracy. Okay, and it's ammo, I've tried different ammo, and it's shoots it really good. Well, okay, and again, the scope is kind of nice. And iron sights, you got to line the rear sight, the front sight, etc. So the scope, you only got one plane. It really simplifies the shooting. Okay, and we'll do dry fire here. This is a heavier trigger. This is a sporting and hunting type rifle. It does have a little bit of a two-stage in it too. So, okay, offhand shooting. Okay. Again, like the camera, everything in the body is the platform, etc. Usually she'll feed about shoulder width apart. Okay. The shooting rifle, pretty much sideways to the target. Okay. So we got a kind of a tripod and straight knees, pretty much support. There's some variation on that, but most people starting out straight leg, so you got bone support all the way down. Okay. And shooting right-handed, okay. The buttstock goes in the shoulder. Again, it should have it fairly high. If it got low, then you got to lean over, and that's not good. So you want it high in the shoulder, so that the head is fairly erect. Okay. Okay, this arm comes down. Again, the arm and the side, so that ideally, that thing you put the elbow on the hip bone. So you got a straight bone correction, but that's kind of a little practice getting into. So we're just and off the fingertips and so on. Hand hold it here, but bring the elbow back into the rib cage. So you're getting some support and bracing that way. Then okay, it won't hold dead steady off the bench. So move around a little, and when it's kind of towards the middle, it's time to pull on the trigger. Sights, trigger. Okay.
I thought I aimed high, and I'm still hitting the exact same spot. So.
Okay, well, either a little bit different, dropping down, or whatever else. Just a little. It's like, you know, we think we hit the golf ball the same way every time.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't always go the same place.
It never goes in the same place with me. Almost got a bullseye. I got a bullseye by intentionally aiming too high and left.
Back up.
Back up.
Shooting before you run. Okay, good shot. It's kind of like, well, a lot of times we teach classes with women there, people think, well, shooting is kind of a guy thing. I explained to them that over the years, dealing with literally hundreds or thousands of students, et cetera, from there, overall, women tend to start better and do faster than men. Several reasons for that. One, even though men theoretically a better shooting platform, larger bone structure, bigger muscles, etc. But if it's guys do, we tend to try to make things shoot. And forcing it does not work.
Right.
It's counterproductive. Some things you want to force, some things, timing, control, follow through, etc. Women don't try to force things. So their focus and confidence make it better. Also, I've had a lot of girls squirrel shooting, can shoot, etc. They've developed a lot of bad habits. Or maybe, well, my granddaddy taught me how to shoot. Well, not all grandfathers are good coaches, I find out.
Right.
So a lot of guys have some bad practices, bad habits, etc.
So I think this was my second to last shot.
Okay, that's when you start sighting up here, right?
Right. So I tried to sight.
Dead center of sight. Right here.
I was aiming there and I was shooting down here, and then when I tried to aim right here, that's when I got the shot there.
Okay.
And same thing with that one. I was aiming right back here.
That's why I think the competition, sometimes things you have to do drag while they're doing the adjustment.